fascinating, the subtle body, like when we talk about the subtle body, but it's also a lot more complicated than you kind of think, right? Like the simple fact that like you kind of need all this other stuff, technical stuff, to open up chakras, like the bija mantras, chanting those bija mantras, visualization of the symbols of the chakras. But one of the things that you don't get told a lot, because it really then gets confusing, is that there's these things called grunties. How many people ever heard of grunties? Like, you know, not many. Everybody's kind of like, a grunty? What's a grunty? So we talk about these wheels being blocked, these chakras being blocked or stopped up, but what we don't tell you is that in between these chakras, there's these knots in Shishunanadi that are naturally there. Grunties. A grunty means literally a knot. And you have to actually break those knots to actually get the energy to move up. That energy called Kundalini, right? To move up. And we talk about it all the time as if they're not there, because all of a sudden you got to like, oh my God, you don't want to really confuse the students. But we're leaving at this huge part. What we don't always tell you, and like at this yoga school, we talk about this a lot. We talk about Mula Bandha an awful lot, right? Mula Bandha, lifting up at the pelvic floor, and how that you're supposed to keep that lift through the whole practice. Well, that's to break through what's called Brahma Grandi. And Brahma Grandi is right at the base of the spine in front of Muladhara Chakra. So you can't even like access Muladhara Chakra unless you use Mula Bandha to pierce that. Then from there, there's three major bandhas, right? There's Mula Bandha, then there's Uddiyana Bandha, which is when you kind of pull your belly button up toward the center of your chest. You kind of like scoop everything in, and you kind of hold that there. That actually works on Vishnu Granthi, which is right here below your heart chakra, right? So that's why it's so hard to open up the heart. It's not just opening up the chakra. You got to break through this knot and pierce that knot. And the way to do it is this other bandha that we don't talk much about. Every once in a while it's brought up. Then the final Granthi is kind of right here in between the heart and the throat chakra, and it's Rudra Granthi, which is a name for Shiva. Rudra is this howler or the storm, right? And that knot is actually broken through Uddiyana Bandha, Jaradanda Bandha, throat lock. And that's when you kind of lift your chest. Everybody kind of do that for a moment. Lift your chest up and bring your chin and your chest to meet by kind of pulling your jaw back, right? Okay, and relax. So when you put those three things together, that's called Mahabandha, the great bandha, the great lock. And a lot of times what you do is you actually apply these three bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jaradanda Bandha, and hold it without breathing after Kapalabhati. Because Kapalabhati wakes up that dormant energy at the base of your spine. Okay? So we're going to practice that today. Now, I'll just ask, how many people, is there anybody here that doesn't understand Kapalabhati? Okay. So Kapalabhati, what you're doing is you're actually using the diaphragm. So your inhale is passive, your exhale is dominant. So watch me. It's kind of like doing this. And you can see my abdomen moving up and down, and my exhale like is tot, 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 but the inhale's kind of passively happening. And what that's going to do is it's going to heat up your body. And that fluttering also wakes up this dormant energy at Muladhara chakra. Now, this is very esoteric stuff. I won't teach this unless you guys were advanced. Right? This is a very advanced class. I know many of you for years. So this is the kind of stuff that you don't get just when you go to a yoga class. But what we're going to do is we're going to put these three things together in Kapalabhati, and then at the end of the exhale, I'll have you exhale everything out, and you'll engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jatadhana Bandha, and you will hold Maha Bandha for 10 counts. Okay? I'll count to 10 while we do that. Okay? So set up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out. Now do that again. Inhale, fill up your lungs, feel how expansive you are. Then exhale everything out, feel how expansive you are. Now inhale halfway to a comfortable level and start making short exhales on my clap. The inhales are happening, but they are passive. You're giving more than you're used to receiving. You're waking up dormant energy at the base of the spine, and you're moving energy upward toward consciousness or enlightenment. Now, start to slow that down, and then exhale everything out all the way to the base. Engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jatadhana Bandha, creating Maha Bandha. Now, keep the exhale out, but then lift your chin and just sip a little bit of air, like that gas at the top of a Coke bottle before you open it. Then bring your chin back into your chest and hold that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then lift your chin, inhale deeply, and exhale everything out. Inhale again. And exhale everything out. Good. And then gently open your eyes. Did you feel how that energy was moving up when you put those three bandhas together? Like all of a sudden there was like this pressure that was kind of like, whoa. All of a sudden I feel pressure kind of internally moving energy upward. Did you feel that? Maybe, maybe not. Let's try it again. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level. Start with the second round, but make the exhales faster. So there's a little more heat being built. There's a little bit of more of a lightheaded effect that may be happening. And like I said, this isn't just a simple kriya, but this is waking that energy of Kundalini up. And then start to slow it down. Exhale everything out. Engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jatadhana Bandha. Lift your chin, sip a little air in, bring Jatadhana back, creating Maha Bandha. Hold that. Exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. And then connect to your Ujjayi pranayama, your equal inhale and exhale. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha only and keep that lift at the pelvic floor through the whole practice. Don't let go of that. Here again, that is moving energy upward. It is waking up consciousness or enlightenment, or raw enlightenment. It's like it's like a feral cat, but you can domesticate her, right? And keep breathing evenly, inhales and exhales. And then gently open the eyes, come stand at the front of your mat into Dasana, mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. Tailbone moves toward pubic bone. Just bring the hands together and set a higher intention for the practice today. I like the idea of enlightenment. Like, what a nice higher intention. I would like to be enlightened. You know, Then if everybody was enlightened, all our problems would go away. And we'll chant Om 3 times together. And then exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. Gently let the eyes flutter open. On the inhale, bring the hands together in prayer. Extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Now listen. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Listen. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Good. On your inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, soften your knees, look up, step your right leg back into a long lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank and stay in plank. Exhale, 1, look at the windows. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, lightly with Mula Bandha, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Ooh, not with a down dog split, please. Exhale, left foot next to the right and fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, soften your knees, step your left leg back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog, lift your hips, feet apart. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look at the windows, pull your navel in, Mula Bandha's engaged. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog, lift your hips without a down dog split. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands and look forward. Exhale, right foot next to the left and fold, press your palms down. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over your straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Adding on to that one. On your inhale, bring your arms overhead, Asana. Exhale, folding over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over that straight leg, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, soften knees, step right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank and look at the windows. Exhale, bend your elbows 2 inches, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog, look at the navel and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, spread the fingers a little, Mark. Inhale. Exhale, 3, heels a little off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, your left foot next to your right, fold over your legs. Press your palms down. Inhale, rising up, extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, Asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, soften knees, step left foot back into a long lunge, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift hips. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Heels don't have to be on the floor. If you're used to that, move your feet back a little. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Bring your feet back about where my toe is. Exhale, 3. Don't shorten your down dog. Inhale. When you get your heels on the ground, there's nowhere to go. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lightly step your left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold. Press your palms down. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, fold over the legs again, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Think of Kundalini strip. Exhale, come down, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. One more time. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. And exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Adding on to that. On the inhale, bring the hands together in prayer, extend the arms. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest this time. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past your hands. Inhale, lightly jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, rise up, extend your arms. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. Exhale, place the hands on the earth and then extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or walk, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, stepping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Mula Bandhas engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, there's a little lift in the heels. Inhale. Exhale, shin bones push back into calves. Inhale. Exhale, quadriceps lift. Inhale. Exhale, ribs pull in. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past your hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana. All right. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. Then exhale, put the hands on the earth, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down to earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and stay this time. Inhale. Exhale, push back through your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 2, good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. Now we'll move through these chakras, each asana. So first we're going to start with standing asanas, Muladhara. On the inhale, bend the right knee into your chest, give the right knee a hug. Now drop your right hip even with the left, so you're not hiking your hip. Then open up your right knee, place your right foot on the inside of your left thigh or on your left calf. Then bring your hands together in prayer. Look at one spot that's not moving. Bending tree. On the inhale, reach the arms overhead. Then exhale, let your right arm come onto your right thigh with your right palm facing down. Then inhale, lengthen through the left side of the body. Then exhale, side bend over to the right, making the shape of a crescent moon, but press down into your left foot. See if your right fingertips can touch the floor all the way over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the prayer hand overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer hand to heart center. Inhale, bring the right knee forward. Give your right knee a big hug. And then exhale, place the right foot on the floor next to the left. On the inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug. Then exhale, open up the left knee. Left foot on inside of right thigh, on your right calf. But once you've found your steadiness, pressing down at your right foot, bring your hands together in prayer. Then inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, let your left forearm come to your left thigh with your left palm facing down this time. Inhale, lengthen through the right. And then exhale, side bend over to the left, moving the right hip to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up. Bring the hands together in a prayer overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer hand to heart center. Inhale, bring your left knee forward. Give your left knee a big hug. And then exhale, place your left foot next to the right, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, place your hands on the earth, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step, walk, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urban Sadhu. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend your right leg. Now check your left toe out. Move your left toe toward the front. Point it toward the front corner of your mat. Now exhale, reach forward to the right. Pull your left hip back. Place your right hand on your right shin. And then lift your left arm up. Now here, remember, energy's moving up. So you're not trying to touch the floor. That's the biggest mistake everybody makes. You're trying to touch the ceiling. So push me away. Push me up. Up, 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 up. Make your hand light. Push, push, push. Pull your ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Now push me away. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, come all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend your right knee, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. The shoulders are over the hips. Exhale, 2. Inhale, gazes forward. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend your right leg, 1 breath. Then exhale, rebend your right knee, right hand outside your right foot on a block. I like a block for this, especially if you only have fingertips. Then inhale, extend your left arm alongside your left ear. Look into your left palm. Move your right knee into your right arm. Push through the back of your left foot. So don't collapse in on your inner left ankle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, place your left hand down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend your left leg. Now, make sure your right toe's pointing forward. Then reach forward toward the windows. Place your left hand on your left shin and reach your right arm up. Try to touch the ceiling. Pull the ribs in, lengthen the tailbone. Inhale, good. Push me away. Exhale, 1, push, push, push. Exhale, 2, good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Shoulders over hips. Inhale. Exhale, so there's a little pull back here. Exhale, 2, but bend your knee more when you pull your shoulders back. Inhale, good, that's better. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend 1 breath. Now exhale, rebend the left knee, left hand on a block outside your left foot. And here again, be even from side to side. If you use a block on one side, use a block on the other side. Yeah, because you don't want to walk out here lopsided. I don't want you to be crooked when you leave here. Inhale. Exhale, lift a little bit up in your thigh, Dominga. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, gently place your right hand down. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Bring your big toes and heels to touch. Now, don't move your hands. Commit to your hands. Your hands are in the perfect place. Come onto the right hand, outside of your right foot. Lift your left arm up. Squeeze your glutes toward your heels. So as you lift your left arm up, gaze at your left thumb. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale your knees, your chest, your chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push your seat onto your heels, lift your knees up, downward dog. Come forward to a plank again. Big toes and heels touch. Keep the hands where they are. No need to move your hands. Exhale, on your left hand, outside of your left foot, raise your right arm up, stacking your feet, squeeze at the bottom of your glutes and pinch your buttocks toward your heels. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push your seat to your heels, lift your knees up, downward facing dog, and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look past your hands. Inhale, jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over your straight legs. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. Exhale, come stand up to Tadasana, mountain seat. Now, remember when we did that Mahabandha thing? Okay, we're going to do that Mahabandha thing again. Okay? So the way you're going to do it this time is you're going to step your feet out as wide as your hips. And you can just watch me how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to bend my knees, I'm going to put my hands on my thighs, and I'm going to go. At the end of that exhale, I'm going to pull Mula Bandha in, Uddiyana Bandha, Jadadanda Bandha, and I'm going to round my upper back, and I'm going to hold the exhale out with my chin and my chest connected. Does that make sense? So when I exhale, I pull the 3 bandhas together, and I round my back like a cobra, and I keep my knees bent, and I keep my hands on my knees. Okay? All right. So that's how another way to engage Mahabandhas, all 3 bandhas. All right? So standing with your feet about hips width distance apart. Soften your knees a little bit. Inhale deeply. Then open up your mouth, stick out your tongue. Put your hands on your knees, pull in Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Maha Bandha. Don't breathe in. You're keeping the exhale out. Round your upper back and hold that exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lift the chin. Stand up, breathing in deeply. And then exhale everything out. All right. How did that feel? A little lightheaded. Don't breathe when you exhale everything out. Keep the exhale out. Do it again. Inhale deeply. Start to bend the knees. Pull in Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jadadanda Bandha. Round the upper back. Push and extend your arms. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Lift your chin. Ooh. One more time for 20. Inhale. Exhale everything out. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jadadanda Bandha. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lift your chin. And exhale everything out. Now, if you want a flat tummy, that's how you get it. Bring your feet together. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, aqua chair seat. Exhale, place your hands on the earth, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Now exhale, push through your left heel. Look at the windows in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms back alongside your body like a hood ornament on a car. Start to shift weight into your right foot. On your inhale, lift your left foot off the floor, extending your right leg. Warrior 3. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Good, everybody. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Now listen, exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your left hand on a block underneath your left shoulder. You don't want to drop down in your shoulders when you do this. So you want to keep your shoulders even with your hips. Inhale, lift your right arm up, look over your right shoulder. Rotate it half moon. Inhale. Good. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your right hand on the floor or block. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, fold forward over your standing right leg. Standing split. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, soften your right knee, step back to a lunge. Downward facing dog. Just that easy. All right. On the inhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, push through your right heel. Now look up, raise your arms alongside your body like a hood ornament on a car. Now, start to shift your weight forward into your left foot. Inhale, lift your right foot off the floor, pushing down to lift up. Engage the post-anterior chain. Exhale, 1. Good, everybody. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your right hand down on a block. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Look over your left shoulder, rotated half moon. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good, Christine. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently place your left hand down. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, fold forward over your standing left leg, standing split. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, soften your standing left knee. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Good for you. On your inhale, bend your knees, look through your hands. Inhale, shoot your legs through your hands and come sit down, extending your legs straight out in front of you. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that fun? Now, flex your feet, lift your head and chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Hold onto the feet. You can use a belt for this. So in forward folds, we're moving up into the Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana is the water element. It's related to sexuality. It's forward folds and hip openers. It's also related to any kind of creative process. It could be, like anything that creates. That's the thing about sexuality is, there is the idea that creation and sexuality work together, not just like hookups, I promise. So we kind of forgotten that in our time and day. We kind of think of when we say sexuality, everybody thinks, oh my God, it's all this kind of dirty. It's not. It's not that kind of energy at all. It's about creativity, the ability to manifest with the mutual energy of another being. So it could also relate to partnerships in business, creative endeavors, like artistic endeavors that you're working on with a partnership. I was in the theater for many years, and that's all Swadhisthana chakra, right? Because it's creating and collaborating with others. Inhale, breathe deeper. Exhale, fold forward more. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, hands by the hips, Dandasana, staff seat. Inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, open up your right knee. Place your right foot on the inside of your left thigh like a tree, like we did with tree. Then twist your torso over your left leg. And then exhale, fold forward, hold on to the left foot. And even here in Janu Shirshasana, you could have the foot more on the calf. You don't have to have it in the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest up. As you lift your knee up, place your foot flat on the floor, then move your right foot a little over to the right. So your heel is in line with your hip. This is classic sequencing here. Marchandrasana A. So your knees pointing up to the sky. You're going to lift your right arm alongside your right ear. And then you're going to reach forward and get your right shoulder in front of your right shin. Now wrap your right arm around the front of your right shin. Reach your right hand towards your right hip crease. Then take your left hand behind you and interlace your hands on the back side of your right hip. Then center your torso down the center of your right leg. So it's not a twist, you're still forward fold. And then exhale, fold straight forward, trying to put your forehead. So see how you're twisting and looking over there? You're supposed to look right here. So it's still a forward fold. There are Marchandrasanas that are twists. This is not one of them. This is just a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good on your inhale. Lift your head and chest. Release your hands. And then exhale to simply extend your right leg out in front of you. Bend your left knee into your chest. Open up your left knee, left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Twist the torso over the right leg. And exhale, fold forward. Hold on to the right foot. Janu Shirshasana. Head knee seat. The head of the knee to the floor or the head to the knee, whichever you interpret. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good on your inhale. Lift your head and chest up as you lift your left knee up. Then place your left foot flat on the floor. Move your left foot over a little bit to the left so you make room for your arm. Don't move your right leg. Make room. There you go. On your inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your left ear. Now reach forward, and as you reach forward, get your shoulder in front of the knee. Then take your arm behind you. Yeah, so like you got to make space. So we got to pull this foot back some more. You got the space if you go for it. Then don't look over that way. Lift the head and chest, and then exhale, fold straight forward over your right leg. So you're not twisting, you're not looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, 1, not a twist. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift the head and chest up. Release the bind. And exhale, extend your left leg out in front of you. On your inhale, bend both your knees. Place your feet on the floor about hips width distance apart. 2 fists. Bring your hands behind you about 6 to 8 inches. Bring your chin into your chest. On your inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, let your head go back. Come into breath of fire. Short and equal inhales and exhales through the nose like a puppy dog sniffing. Start to slow down the breath of fire. Come all the way down. Then open up your knees. Bring your feet together. Pull your heels a little closer to your pubic bone. Then use your thumbs. Open up the soles of your feet like a book. So you're peeling the feet open. And that's going to open up your hips immediately. And then exhale, fold forward. So watch. Like if you do this. So if I'm here and my hips are a little tight. If I start to peel my feet open, look how much the knees just drop down. All right, see? And inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Inhale. Lift your head and chest up as you lift your knees up. Okay? Now, heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat. so that you're actually going to come so that your feet, your big toes are kind of lifting up, and you're on the outside of your feet, and your feet are a little bit like Charlie Chaplin. There's an outward rotation of both the shin and the femur. Now grab your ankles, lift your belly up, and rock back and forth, find your sit bones. That's what you want to stay on. You don't want to ride back onto your tailbone. Bring your left arm underneath your left leg. Raise your right arm up, twisting and looking over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now on your inhale, bring your right arm behind you and bring your left arm behind you. Interlace your hands on the back side of your left hip. Coming into a bind, and then keep twisting and looking over that right shoulder. Good. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. On your inhale, place your left hand down as you raise your right arm up. Then exhale, come back to center. Grab your ankles. Lift up at your sternum. Find your sit bones. Bring your left arm underneath your left thigh. Raise your, bring your right arm underneath your right thigh. Raise your left arm up. Yes. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now on your inhale, bring your left arm behind you. Rotate your right shoulder. Reach back for your right hip. Interlace your hands. Breathe. Inhale. Good. Exhale 1. Good, Robert. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, place your right hand down as you lift your left arm up. Then exhale, come back to center. Grab your ankles. Rock back and forth on those sit bones. On your inhale, lift your heels in the air. Bring your heels to touch with your toes pointing out. Now slide your forearms underneath your calves. Bring your thumb and your index finger to touch in chin mudra. Balancing like the Buddha sitting in a lotus. Enlightenment. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now slide your forearms out from underneath your calves. Grab your big toes. On your inhale, open your legs up into a wide straddle. Don't ride back on that tailbone. Keep sit bones getting grounding down. Yeah, lift your chest up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Look happy. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Now listen. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, bring your legs together. Hold your toes. Navasana boat seat. Exhale 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Now listen. Inhale. Holding onto your toes. Exhale. Bend your knees. Put your heels on the floor. Slide your legs forward. Go into a second Paschimottanasana. Holding onto your toes. Ending back where you started. Paschimottanasana B, holding onto the toes. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, hands by your hips, Dandasana, staff seat. Moving up into the Manipura chakra, twisting. On the inhale, bend your right knee. Place your right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Then bend your left knee if you want to, or you can keep your left leg extended. Both are good. Bring your left heel to the outside of your right hip. So you can bend your left knee, bring your left heel to the outside of your right hip. Now, lift your left arm up alongside your left ear and then twist over to the right. Now, as you twist over to the right, you're going to bring, if you want to come into a bind. You can bring your left arm underneath your right leg, reach back with your right hand, interlace your hands in a bind. Or you can stay with your right hand behind you. Both are fine. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. It's okay to do more than 5 breaths sometimes. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist, stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, just simply extend your legs out in front of you. Back in the good old days when everybody wasn't in such a rush, you would stay in an asana for 10 breaths. Now everybody thinks it's just 5 or less, right? Oh, I gotta go. I only want a 20-minute class. Bend your left knee, place your left foot on the outside of your right leg. Then bend your right knee, bring your right heel, or you can keep your right leg extended. Lift your right arm up alongside your right ear, twist over to the left. If you came into a bind, do so on this side. I'll give you time to get into your bind. Bring your right arm underneath your left thigh, reach back with your left hand. Yeah. Then once you're in the bind or you have your hand on the floor, look over your left shoulder. Let's stay for 10 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, counter twist over to the right for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, come back to center. And exhale, extend your legs out in front of you. Then inhale, bend your knees. Put your feet flat on the floor. Keep your feet flat, but then open up your knees. So your legs are making a V shape, but keep your feet flat on the floor. Then reach your arms forward. Press into your hands. On your inhale, lift up like a little angel. Because Mula Bandha is engaged. And lift up. Come stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana. Mountain seat. On your inhale, hook your thumbs. Reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms behind your back, clasp your hands together in a fist, straighten your arms and legs. Inhale, bend your knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, drop down to your right knee. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, seat to the heels, lifting the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward. Exhale, drop down to your left knee. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up and arch back. Without putting your hands on the floor, exhale, step your left foot forward next to your right. Take your arms behind your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist. Straighten your arms and legs. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, stand up, straighten your legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms behind your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist. Straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend your knees, place hands down next to feet. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Exhale, drop down to your left knee. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back, crescent moon. Exhale, hands down to the earth, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, pushing the seat to the heels and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. On your inhale, lightly step your left foot forward. Exhale, drop down to your right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, step right foot forward next to left, take arms behind the back, clasp hands together and fist straighten. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs in front of you, stand up, straighten your legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana mountain seat. Moving into the Anahata chakra, back bending. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms behind the back, clasp hands together and fist straighten. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, drop down to your right knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back and stay. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, cobra, stay. Inhale, lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, push the hands in the floor, push the seat to the heels and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Good for you. On your inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop down to your left knee. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up and arch back, stay. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Now listen, exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana, stay. Lift your hands off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, push your seat to your heels, lift your knees up, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop down to your right knee. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back, crescent moon on this side. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, stepping back, downward facing dog. All right, now, on your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale through bent elbows all the way onto your abdomen. Bend the knees, reach back, grab your ankles. On your inhale, kick your feet into your hands and lift up, Dhanurasana bow seat. Exhale, 1. Good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down, release the hands, rock out the hips. A little of that vinyasa because I love it so. Hands next to the chest on the inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now listen, on the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale all the way down to the earth. Bend your knees, place the hands on the soles of your feet. Reach back, grab the inside of your ankles with the eye of your elbows facing the outer wall, so you're not twisting your shoulders. On your inhale, kick your feet into your hands, lift up through your chest. Modified Dhanurasana. Exhale, 1. Good, everybody. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Doesn't that feel better? Exhale, 3. Yes, it does. Exhale, 4. Now listen. Inhale. Exhale, release your inner ankle, shoot back, Shalabhasana, locust. Stay in locust. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Relax. A little of that vinyasa. Bring your hands by the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank asana. Exhale all the way onto the abdomen. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels with the fingertips. Isn't that fun? Yeah, it's different. Everybody's like, oh, that's so different. Everybody's so creative. You watch our videos, everybody's so creative. On your inhale, lift your hips up. I love her. She's from Philadelphia, I think. Clasp your hands together in a fist. Roll your shoulders underneath your back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands and come down the middle back, the lower back, and the hips. So anahata, unconditional love, the idea of compassion. This is where like real spirituality starts in the heart. In the heart center, your spiritual center. So that's why Vishnu Grunti is right there. It's like it's hard to open up your heart. It's not just a bunch of backbends, but you have to have that little bit of that Uddiyana Bandha, that flight lock. Upward bow. And notice how that when you come into upward bow, naturally, if you don't stick your ribs out, but if you pull your ribs in a back bend, there's a natural Uddiyana Bandha that happens. Place your hands next to your head with your elbows toward the ceiling. Fingers toward the shoulders. On your inhale, press into your hands and your feet and lift off the ground, upward bow. Now, as you lift off the ground, there may be a tendency to want to stick your ribs out. Try to pull your ribs toward each other and pull up at that flight lock. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. I think if we make the belt a little bit tighter, just a little bit. Let me see. I think just a little bit tighter. Not much, but it looks like to me it's a little too loose. That may be better. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up. And as you do, try to pull your ribs in. See if you can kind of knit your ribs a little bit together and see if you can pull up at the sternum. So you got that Uddiyana Bandha going on instead of sticking the ribs out. It's a little harder. Good. And then bring the chin into the chest and come down. Yeah. One more time. Place the hands next to the head. On your inhale, come back up. You know, it could be more than 3 times. You know, you do understand that. It's like the twist. 3 is just the minimum. But we could do this all night. And then bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good. Good for you. Bring your knees into your chest. Give your knees a hug. So when we talk, the reason why, we do that 3 times is because it's very hard to get the energy up into the spiritual center, the Anahata chakra. And it's very easy for the heart to shut down. Mainly because all it takes is somebody to hurt you and all of a sudden you have shut down. The human ego is very vulnerable. When we start to let go of these lower 3 chakras, the Manipura, the Swadhisthana and the Muladhara, we kind of are letting go of ego things, material things, and we open up into the space of the heart. And then we are a little less concerned about the ego being bumped or bruised, right? The ego kind of moves away to the side a little bit. Bring the knees over to the left, extend the right arm out, looking over the right shoulder. And, great saints who do a lot of selfless service for others, this is where they have this center open. Now, that does not mean that Mother Teresa was able to do upward bow like you, okay? She might not have ever been able to do an upward bow, right? But her heart center was open. She was able to give to those that needed without expecting anything in return, and that's when the Anahata chakra is open. Selfless service for others. Bring the knees back to center and switch sides. People who also put themselves in danger to save other beings, like firemen, you have to really be open in the Anahata chakra to do that kind of work. You become second when you're servicing others that are in need. And then bring the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug, and then bring your forehead toward the knees, rock forward and rock back, rock forward and rock back. Come up to a seated position. And what's your name? Sauti. Sauti, I'm going to come over here and watch what Sauti and I are going to do. So Sauti, we're going to come into shoulder stand. But the reason I want to show you this is that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jara Danda Bandha is naturally happens in shoulder stand. Okay? If you do it right. It just naturally occurs. So we're going to take a blanket, we're going to put it here, and we're going to fold her mat over. And then she's going to put her head on the floor and her shoulders right at the edge of the mat. Now, put your hands by the hips and bring your legs all the way overhead. Good. Notice there it is. The Jara Danda Bandha happens. But she wants to keep that throat lock. So now she's going to clasp her hands together in a fist. No, not yet. Not yet. I knew you were going to do that. Clasp your hands together in a fist. Get your elbows a little closer together. Then release your hands and put your hands, bend your elbows, and put your hands on your bra strap. Now, keep your chin and your chest connected. Now lift your legs up in the air. That way, Jara Danda Bandha is engaged. Naturally, that throat lock is engaged. Okay, so everybody, let's set up for shoulder stand. If you want to come into legs up the wall, that's perfectly fine. For those of you who would like to do legs up the wall. But for those of you who want to come into shoulder stand, use a blanket, or at least make sure that you're connecting chin and chest. That you have that bandha engaged. I maybe told you wrong. Rudra Granthi is above the Shuddha chakra. It's above the throat chakra. So that's an editorial note. Like when the New York Times makes a mistake and they put it in the next day in the paper. We made a mistake. There were only 26 instead of 46. Try to stay with it. Part of the problem here may be, though, part of the problem here is the way you got your mat. Come set up, because I always kind of show you this. It's not like that. It's like this. It's not so thick and clumsy. It's more like a pretty made bed. You got to think like hotel bed, not your personal bed. Like all the sheets are tight and no wrinkles in it. It's not lumpy. All right, for shoulder standers, keeping that Jada Danda Bandha in place, let your toes come over the head, let your toes touch the floor behind your head. Clasp your hands together in a fist and extend your arms away from you. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now bend the knees. Reach back, grab the back of your knee joints. Karnapidasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And put the hands on the floor away from your shoulders. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time, releasing Jada Danda Bandha. Notice what that feels like. Now lift your head and chest up, unfold your mat, move your blanket off to the side. Lay on your back, press into your elbows, puff up your chest, and come onto the top of your head. Fish. So move your blanket out to do fish. Move your blanket out to do fish. Now we're going to unfold your mat. Now press into your elbows, bring your chin into your chest, and come down. Bend your knees into your chest, and slowly roll over to the left side. Come into child's seat. And rest your forehead on the ground for a moment. So, child's seat stimulates the Anjana chakra, the chakra in the middle of your forehead. And this is the chakra right before the Sahasrara chakra, which headstand is related to. So you want to open up both these two chakras by letting them kind of be stimulated by touching the floor. Child's seat's also very interesting too, because child's seat represents not a full-grown child. It's actually a child in the womb. It's a child that's still a single-cell organism. There hasn't been any opinions and ideas formed by that child. The child is open to learning new things. And when you think about moving this energy up to cosmic consciousness, this is all new for you. You should be like a child. Everything should just be like totally fascinating and a wonderful experience. Can't be jaded anymore. Can't be a jaded New Yorker anymore. Interlace the hands together. Make one fist, place the top of the head on the floor behind the wrist crease, tuck the toes under, lift the knees up, walk the feet forward so the hips and shoulders are in line with each other. You can stay there, or bring your knees into your chest, and then lift your legs up into the air, coming into a headstand. Yeah. And it said that headstand is the king of the asanas because it stimulates the Sahasrara chakra. You can go to the wall, go to the wall. So is this new to you? Is this new to you? Yeah? Okay, you want me to help you spot it, Jew? I would make a fist like that. Yeah, make a full fist. Now put your forearms on the ground. Then put your head behind your wrist crease. So you're not putting your head in your hands. Now lift your knees up. Yes, that's much better, I think. Then lift your knees up. Then I'm going to put my knee here, so don't kick me. So exactly, and now give your other knee. Now that's a half headstand. Now move your hips by moving your knees. Find that when you move your hips toward the blankets in the back, you move your pelvis and you find your pelvic tilt. Then you lift your legs up. Now instead of pointing your toes like they told you to do, flex your feet and try to get your knees to kiss so you stop squeezing your glutes. So you relax here and activate a little in the front. And then pull the ribs in just a little so you're not sticking the ribs out. Now push me away from the center of your forearms so that your head can come off the floor just a hair. And you're just hovering above the earth because you're really in a forearm stand. It's a supported headstand. It's not weight's not in the head at all. Yeah, good. Keep activating your quads. Don't rely on your glutes and your rib cage so much, because that's where you get in trouble. Somebody told you everything was a back bend, that you should stick the ribs out on everything. Think of knitting your ribs toward each other. Good. All right. So look up at me. So you like to do this a little bit. You gotta do this a little bit. You gotta pull that in. Pull this in. Yeah. Well, it's just sometimes everybody teaches everything. It's an anterior pelvic tilt. Not everything is an anterior pelvic tilt. So I would say change your Tadasana to more pulling in and lengthening and trying to find that instead of curvy. Yeah. Because when you come in curvy, you're going to remember you only have one neck over here, and I can't go to Woolworths and buy you another one. Okay? Come down, rest in child's seat. If you have legs at the wall, you can come rest in child's seat with us and breathe. I don't even think Woolworths is open anymore. Showing my age. I can't go to Target and buy you another neck. And then gently lift the torso up and make your way into Shavasana, with your head toward the windows, your feet toward the exit door. And now you can relax at the pelvic floor. And you can just allow your breath to breathe the body. Just letting go of all of those elements, the Mula Bandha, the Ujjayi Pranayama, which was really there to encourage the upward movement of prana and kundalini. That's the reason why they're there. Now, kundalini has made the journey all the way to the crown chakra, and now you have to rest and allow that energy to move back down where it came from, through those chakras. And they'll stay open for a while, but you do have to do this practice pretty regularly. You can't just kind of do these practices once in a full blue moon. gently start to deepen the breath. And by means of the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, and reach the arms and legs in opposite directions, like you're waking up. Stretch the right side more than the left side. Stretch the left side more than the right side. Stretch both sides. And bringing the knees into the chest, giving the knees a hug. Gently roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. And setting up on maybe a block or a blanket, preparing for a meditation practice. So in meditation, there's many different ways to perform meditation. In fact, I can't really teach you meditation. I can teach you tools for meditation. When you're dealing with Kundalini and chakra meditation, all of the texts say that Mula Bandha should be engaged. We don't teach meditation with Mula Bandha engaged, but tonight, engage Mula Bandha. Notice how, like, if you lift up at your pelvic floor, now in your seat, all of a sudden you set up a little taller. So try to keep Mula Bandha engaged through the whole meditation tonight. And close your eyes and start to reconnect to your breath, but you don't have to employ Ujjayi Pranayama, but allow there to be a breath awareness and an evenness to the inhale and the exhale. Then begin to draw your senses inward and focus your mind. But you need something to focus on. So bring your gaze upward and inward, right in between that space in between your eyebrows. So you're kind of looking up. And then imagine that you can see the symbol of Om right there. And as you inhale, chant yourself Om internally. And as you exhale, chant yourself Om internally and see that little symbol of Om in the darkness of your mind's eye. Keep Mula Bandha engaged. Inhaling Om and exhaling Om. Sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bringing the hands together in prayer at heart center, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachings of yoga and the teachers of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. What a wonderful class that was. Don't forget that July the 18th, Yogeshwari is going to be here one more time. She's going to be I think she's going to be in Souk for a couple of more weeks in New York, but we couldn't fit her in into any of the schedules and the time she was working over there. So she's only doing one more class for us. So sign up for that. And don't forget that if we're looking to do a yoga teacher training, the Urban Sadhu Yoga Teacher Training starts in October. 3 months on the weekends with me in this classroom. It sounds like heaven. Nirvana right here in Jersey City. All right. I will see everybody later. So, any questions about the teaching that you're going to teach?